Yo, it's Go, and welcome to the video. This is going to cover twin Val'Kyrs in TOGC 25 men. So this fight to me seems pretty much just like a patchwork style and just some added RNG. The RNG is the 4 mechanics that could happen, and if you get 2 of them, you have to change your color and say bye to your parse. But if you get lucky, you don't have to change from light to dark or dark to light throughout the fight, then you're good to go. So at the start of the fight, I'm popping everything. I'm putting Treants out, popping Starfall as soon as I can, getting Moonfire up, and then normal rotation. The orbs that come in when they hit you can proc Alchyn Frenzy, so I highly recommend having at least 2 points in Alchyn Frenzy. I've got 3. I know the top parse, Laser Chicken, also had some Alchyn Frenzy procs. And speaking of the orbs, if you get 100 of the debuffs and you get empowered, the Warcraft logs will normalize that damage, so it's not like you should be trying to get the extra empowered buff. Yes, it's going to help you kill the boss faster. Parse-wise, not really going to help you out. Since the other mob that you don't have the light essence of takes 50% damage, I don't think moonfiring the second add is going to help. So just, focus single target, the main target. So obviously the faster this fight goes, the less chance you have of having a bad special ability where you have to switch from light to dark or dark to light. 2 minutes 30 seconds or faster, and then if you can get even faster than that and only have to deal with one of those special mechanics, that'd be ideal. And now let's dive into some logs.
This is the log from Laser Chicken. From this previous Tuesday, they currently still have the top parse for Boomy with a 1:51 kill time. And as you can see by their buffs, they had some Alchyn Frenzy procs. Take a look at that in a second, but for now, their Starfire had 91.2% crit chance, almost 8k DPS for their Starfires. Wrath had a really strong crit percentage too, at just about 70%. Starfall 60, Starfall Splash 70%. Pillar of Flame is from Reign of the Dead, if you didn't know. Then they threw a Sapper and a Serenite Bomb. Alchyn Frenzy only procced 1 time, so only 9% uptime on Alchyn Frenzy. I've had it proc 3, 4, 5 times in one fight. Just depends on how many orbs you're getting hit by. Being empowered doesn't matter, but the more orbs that you're getting hit by gives you that extra chance for Alchyn Frenzy to proc, which that will help your parse. Good orbs, bad orbs, any orbs can proc Alchyn. Some other interesting things to note from their buffs is they have Nexus Residue and Residue of Darkness, which is from crafting your tailoring cloth. So if you're getting to twins within 30 minutes and you can get your tailoring crafts done right before you enter the zone, you can get that little tiny boost of 20 haste and 20 crit. And then, of course, you have to stay alive until you get to twins. And there's one more buff that Horde can get that Alliance can't, and that is Scourgebane Infusion. It's from a repeatable quest out in the Blood Elf starting area, and I'll have that on the screen so you can see what it does, and I'll have a link to the quest that is repeatable in the description. Since they're undead, you can get a little bit of extra spell power for this fight and even a Nubarak. It looks like they precasted Wrath, which I've seen being discussed on the Druid Discord a lot. Is it worth it to precast Wrath? Is it not? Because as you can see, they proc their Eclipse for Lunar like immediately before they had their entire opener up. So they have to Fairy Fire the main target and the off target. And that second Fairy Fire, a Moonfire, and Starfall, all those GCDs was taken away from their lunar uptime. Didn't matter much. I mean, it's 100 parse, so it worked for them. But curious what you guys think about precasting Wrath and having a situation like this pop up. And since their kill time is so fast, they were targeting Lightbane for almost the entire fight, and then one of the special abilities came, and they had to switch to Darkbane. Since they only had to switch 1 time, they didn't have to move. They switched to Darkbane and just finished off the rest of the fight, and didn't have to switch back. The way our guild is currently doing it to be safe for 50-50 runs is as soon as we finish with one of the special abilities, we're switching right back to the buff that we started the fight with. But it would be nice if you did swap and you knew the fight was going to end before the next ability, that everybody just didn't have to swap back. And what I like to see is they pre-popped a wild magic potion and used one during the fight, which is what I do. It goes against what the sim says. Maybe this fight is special because of the way our damage is getting buffed. 50% wild magic helps us more than speed. Just good to see that wild magic is still pumping. One of the big factors that helped out here is the 253 eye level. And something really interesting with that is they've got 2-piece tier 9 and then just off pieces for the other slots. So helm shoulders are tier 9, 245 eye level. Then they've got robes of the Shattered Fellowship, which is 258 leather. Leggings of the Awakening, another 258 leather piece. And then Pharaoh's gloves from Algalon. Trinkets are Flare and Rain. I'm so jealous. And then they've already got the 272 cloak. A strong main hand, Suffering's End with Cosmos. You know, it'd be better if they had Val'Kyr, just saying. And then the new idol, of course, for the idol slot. I wish we could see glyphs on here on Warcraft logs, but I can see talent-wise that they don't have Omen of Clarity, which is good. And then they've got 59 points in the balance tree. My opener is a bit different. I guess I missed up my pre-pot there, barely. But I've been kind of lazy on Fairy Fire. I've just been letting the Ferals put Fairy Fire up and hoping that the Shadow Priests stay alive throughout the encounter and have Misery up. So I've just been throwing out the Treants, popping that Moonfire. Hopefully by the time I get my third GCD off Starfall, that 2 bosses are close enough together. So Starfall's hitting both of them, getting some extra splash damage. And then right into my Wraths, trying to get that Lunar. That's it for Twins. Good luck on your parse and the RNG.